Good morning, YouTube, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. I hope you're all well. Anyway, I'm going to be swapping the engine out of my Mk1 Aygo. It's been making some noises that I'm not very happy with. Normally about 2000 RPM thereabouts. Anyway, so I found on eBay a engine that's only apparently got about 30,000 miles on it, out of a Mk2 Citroen C1, and here it is. So there are differences. This one has an EGR system. I do know that the intake manifold is different, so that's going to be have to swapped over. The catalytic converter is different. The rocker cover is different. So what I'm going to have to do, I've had to get a new cat to take that size exhaust manifold opening. So I'm just going to be blocking off the actual pipe which is there for the EGR. I'm going to be swapping the rocker cover boxes over, and also the intake manifold, because the throttle on this is electronic. Here we go. Which is different to mine, because mine on my Mk1 is cable operated. This is electronic, fly-by-wire. It does look like the intake manifold pattern, etc., is unchanged, because the engine is still relatively the same code as the one that's already in there. Just give you that. So mine's a KLR B52 as well. However, this has just got updated. So this is out of 2015 Citroen C1. So I'm going to bring you along for swapping it over. I've got a new water pump to go in. New intake manifold gasket, new rocker cover gasket, and let's get started on doing that. Okay, so time to start stripping the old engine down. So rocker cover, inlet manifold. I'm going to put the clutch from this engine onto the new one, because that's only about a year old. Yeah, so I'm really quite sore at the moment and aching, so let's see how much I can get, more I can get done. So let's stick you onto a time lapse again. Right, update. I've run into a snag in changing rocker covers over. That one is quite square and it's got this bit here, whereas this old engine is angled and hasn't got any square bit. And you can see even better here on this, so square bit straight, this one angled. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do right now. Right, so day 2 update on swapping the engines over. So I discovered yesterday that the front of the engines or the side of the engines are slightly different, so the original rocker box cover wouldn't fit on the new engine. So there's the new engine, and it's this bit that's different. See, on here it's straight. So what I've done is order a new timing chain kit, because I'm going to attempt to swap this side cover from the old engine onto the new engine. They do look the same, but I won't know for definite until I've got them both off. One other thing I have noticed that has got me a little bit worried is the inlet shaft, or the inlet side camshaft is on the end here for the camshaft position sensor is different. So compared to the one here, which is just 3 dowels. So I'm not 100% sure at the moment whether I might need to swap the camshaft over while I'm doing the timing chain and the front cover. Anyway, so let's crack on with getting the front cover off. Right, update 4 or 5, I can't remember which. So the attempt at putting this Mk2 engine in my Mk1 has failed. I'm having to give up. Remove the front cover off both engines to swap the front timing cover off the old engine onto this. However, there was a couple of spots around here where the timing cover was short and you could see a bit of a gap into around this area. The other differences, which I've already said, is the end of the intake camshaft. The thickness here is also different, so the sensor protruded far too far in. What else? Yeah, the intake manifold fitted, but then the throttle body couldn't go attached to the air housing with the old rocker cover on. That was slightly different. Yeah, so I've had to give up. So I didn't record it yesterday, but I spent the day building this one back up resealing it. I've put a new timing chain on it, timing chain kit on it. So today I'm just going to be sticking the engine back in. What I'm going to do with this engine though is I'm going to get a timing chain kit for this one, rebuild this one back up, and then either sell it or just keep it for if I ever find a Mk2 Aygo C1 or 107 that needs an engine, going cheap, and buy that. Right, so I'm going to crack on. I've got to get the engine off the stand, put the flywheel back on, the clutch back on, get the gearbox back on, and then it can go back in the engine. So this might be the last update, because I'm not sure whether I'm going to bother filming and putting the engine back in. It's just reversible, taking it out. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, next update. So that's the engine hanging back up now. I've only just hung it up on the front engine mount there and the rear and the gearbox mount there. I haven't done the lower mount yet, not until I move this engine crane out of the way, and I'm going to crack on. I seriously doubt I'm going to actually record very much more, apart from when it's back in and it's back up and running again. Right, let's get going before it gets too hot. Well, there we go. Almost all back together. As you can see, it's running. So I'm gonna let that get up to temperature, check for leaks, and if there's no leaks then I'll carry on building the front back up, the bumper, headlights, etc. And that'll be the end of the failed trying to fit a Mk2 engine into a Mk1 Aygo. So almost same code, engine 1KLR B52. That was the same as the new Mk2 engine that I tried to put in, but there are differences. So live and let learn, and as my mum says, God loves a trier. Anyway, take it easy. Hope you've all enjoyed the little video, and catch you again soon.